it's very fun to take an iconic character like Batman and kind of play with the rules that have always been there for him. You know, keep it consistent in terms of him being good at what he does, and kind of having that sort of bravado and machismo, but at the same time making him a little more flawed and a little bit goofier. You know, that's kind of the license that we took, and it made sense within, you know, the Lego world to be able to do that. And we've tried to expand on that in this movie, and really get down to what makes Batman tick. And we toyed with that idea that maybe after all this time, these two characters who are their very existence is really dependent on each other. Joker is only a bad guy you know, as much as you know, Batman exists to allow him to be a bad guy, and vice versa. And so they are in a relationship in that sense. They do depend on each other. And what would happen if they both took a step back and understood that to be the situation? It was a very sort of experimentative and collaborative process, and we got to try a lot of things. And you know, it's very rare that when you're working, that you do stuff that really makes you laugh on a profound level, but especially in this kind of environment where you're just in a recording booth. But we had countless times where we had really big laughs, and we were making each other laugh and surprising each other, and that sort of element of surprise came across in the film. I think that a lot of that stuff made its way into the movie, stuff that we just kind of created in the moment. Robin's in the film, which is great. We have Cera playing Robin. Super fun. Obviously, Michael and I worked together years ago on Arrested Development, and I was so excited to hear that he was going to be that they want him to do it. And I actually wrote him an email and I said, I know that they want you to please do this. So I was excited that he said yeah, and he's just been amazing. And Michael brings this great sort of wonderment to Robin, you know, Dick Grayson, who shows up into Batman's life, and Batman kind of has to take care of him, and all of a sudden from that is born the character of Robin, and we get to see the genesis of that, and it's really, really cool. I want people to come to this movie. I want them to laugh. I want them to connect with Batman in some sort of real way and connect to the story. But ultimately, I want them to have a good time.
Hey, Lisa here. Now, keeping with animation, did you know that the Oscar for Best Animated Feature was first awarded in 2001, with the first winner being Shrek? Now, for a film to be eligible, the animated feature must have a running time of more than 40 minutes, in which the characters' performances are created using a frame-by-frame technique. Also, a significant number of the major characters are animated, and the animation must figure in no less than 75% of the running time. Now, keeping with animation and the Oscars, Beauty and the Beast, Up and Toy Story 3 are the only animated films to have been nominated for Best Picture Oscar. However, Walt Disney was awarded an honorary Oscar in 1938 for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. What's your favourite animated movie? Let me know in the comments below. Keep up to date on all things animation by subscribing to our channel and clicking on the notification bell. See you next time.